I've owned my Kawasaki Versys since 2019, and I gotta say, it is my favorite motorcycle that I've ever owned. The type of riding that I like to do, I like to get on my bike, do 1,000 kilometers a day, and I like to spend a week doing it. So if you like going on long motorcycle adventures, the Kawasaki Versys 1000 is made for just that. In this video, I'm going to do a review of all the specs and features of the 2023 Kawasaki Versys 1000. The engine is a 1043cc inline 4-cylinder 4-stroke that produces 120 horsepower and puts out 75 foot-pounds of torque. The engine power is delivered to the rear tire through a chain-driven 6-speed transmission. The front brakes are Kawasaki's 310mm rotors with 4-piston calipers and ABS. The rear brake is a 250mm rotor with a single piston caliper and ABS. The front tire is a 120/70 R17 Bridgestone battle axe. The back tire is a 180/55 R17 Bridgestone battle axe. The front suspension is two 43mm inverted forks with Kawasaki's electronically controlled compression and rebound damping. Manual spring preload is adjustable, as well as the top springs. There's 5.9 inches of travel. The rear suspension uses Kawasaki's horizontal backlink light gas charged shock with piggyback reservoir, the Kawasaki electronically controlled compression and rebound damping, and electronic spring preload adjustability. It has 6 inches of travel. The headlights have LED high and low beam with cornering lights activated by lean angle. The pilot and pillion seats are large and comfortable for long days on the saddle. The fuel tank carries 21 liters of gas, which in my experience gets you approximately 350 kilometers at average speeds. The pillion seat is large and comfortable. The hard cases carry 28 liters of storage that will hold and lock a full-faced helmet. The cases lock in place and can be easily removed by unlocking the key, lifting the lever, and sliding the case back. They are just as easy to put on as they are to take off. The left hand controls the heated grips, display selection buttons, cruise control, horn, and signal lights. The right hand controls the ignition switch. The instrument gauges use an analog style tach with a full color TFT screen with digital speed, gear indicator, fuel, odometer, dual trip, average fuel consumption and fuel range remaining, and a whole series of other indicators. The windscreen can be manually adjusted up and down. The Kawasaki Versys 1000 is an adventure bike that's geared more towards the road. The reason it falls into the adventure category is the ergonomics. It's a very upright riding bike. So the fit here is upright and comfortable. You can also stand on it. So if you ever need to stretch your back or your legs, you can stand on this comfortably. I'd drop this into the category of 80-20. 80% of the time you're going to ride this on the road. 20% of the time you can take this onto the gravel. When you're on the gravel, it's more to get you from point A to point B than it is to race across the gravel as quick as possible. On the road, this thing is a fire breather. It has lots of power, incredible handling. This has been my favorite bike that I've ever owned, and I've had mine since 2019. I've gone for multi-day rides where I've had enough gear in my 2 hard cases to last me for 5 days, no problem. Other things about this bike, I'm just incredibly happy with my Versys. If you guys have any questions about the Kawasaki Versys, the 2023 models here at the dealership, you can come on down to Bud Robinson's and take a look at it. Send me an email, brady@robinsonmotorsports.ca. You can also call into the dealership as well. So again, if you have any questions, please feel free to give me a call. I'm really glad you watched the video. Thank you very much and have a good day.